Alright, so I start out by using the Whole Blends Repairing Conditioner by Garnier. I put some in my hand and I run it throughout my hair using my hands and my fingers. I do not use a brush or a comb. That's just up to you. It's my preferences. I like to make sure that it's like evenly spread out through my hair. I try to stay away from my scalp as much as possible because my hair does tend to get oily pretty fast. Alright, so then I go ahead and I get a comb and I part my hair evenly from the middle all the way from the front to the back as best as I can. It's not perfect. I am not perfect, but I just try to make it as even as possible. Alrighty, once I am satisfied with the part, I go ahead and I put one side into a chongo, or hair tie, whatever your household wants to call it, as I start working on the opposite side. I do put just a tad bit of more conditioner just to make it a little more smoother because my hair gets dry really fast, so when it gets dry it's harder for me to run my fingers through. I feel like my hands start to grip just a little more. So yeah, I go ahead and I start to braid. Sorry, my brother does come and start talking to me, so throughout the time me and him are holding a conversation, but it's okay, you do not have to hear any of it. And I do apologize if you do hear the rattling in the background. That is my 7-month-old. He is playing with his rattle and making all types of fun noises in the background, so apologies. Now you're going to continue braiding your hair as far down as possible. I can only get so far down because my hair is in layers where it starts to pop up. As you can clearly see that I have hair coming out of the braid already. So you're going to secure it, well, with a hair tie, I secured it with these little rubber bands I bought from the store, and I also put one right there at the halfway point, only to keep all my layers in and secured. Right, now that I got that one side complete, I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. Well, baby, we can't see the bottom. I just wanna dive in with you. Alright, you're going to notice that I'm having a little bit of a hard time doing this side. I am right-handed, so doing this side is on my off side. I try to keep the braid as tight as I can, as best as I can, but you'll notice in the end that the braid does come out a little loose, but it's okay as long as it's all braided. On top of that, I have very thick hair, so my hands tend to cramp up from the braiding. And once I am done securing my braids, I'm going to use gel just to make sure that all my hairs stay intact in the braid. I am here using my husband's Johnny B gel. It doesn't matter what gel you use, just as long as you know it's going to hold very well. And then you don't necessarily have to, but I like to go over my hair with hairspray. And that's about it for this part. I will see you in the morning. Alright, so here we are on the next day, and I start by removing the rubber bands from my hair. I then start carefully undoing my braid. Notice I am not using a brush and I am not using a comb. I'm just carefully pulling away at the braids. We have traveled land and sea, but as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. I then fluff and toss my hair to make sure all the braids are completely out. Like I said, once again, you don't see me using a brush or a comb. I just use my fingers. Reason for is because once I run a brush, my hair looks more frizzy than the nice waves that I really want. This is the only time that I use my fingers to comb through my hair, is to get rid of the part. At this time you can choose however you want to do your hair. I am deciding to do the half up, half down because I go to the gym and I don't like to get the hair in my face. Then once I am satisfied with what my hair looks, I will go over it with mousse. I prefer this one in particular only because I love the way it smells, and for me it holds pretty good with me having thick hair. Now applying the mousse, I carefully run it through my hair, making sure that I get it in there, and then I begin to crunch up. Don't bring it down. Applying too much mousse can cause your curls and waves to fall. So be very careful at this, don't put too much. And last but not least, I'm going to apply hairspray because like I said, my hair is thick, so it can be a little stubborn sometimes. On top of that, we have been receiving a lot of rain where I'm from, so with the humidity, I do not want my waves to fall as I go about my day. And that's about it. That's all there is to it. Thank you for watching.